for the love of money. Gotta make that money, man. That money, man, it's still the same now. Gotta make that money, man. That money, man, it's still the same now. Gotta make that money, man. That money, man, it's still the same now. Gotta make that money, man. That money, man, gotta get on the grind. Pop up the clip of my 9, the chicken slipping good chocolate. Fall in the night time, gotta get mine. Ain't taking the shot to the loss inside of the phone. Call up my nigga, send at home. Polishing the back 10 chrome. Got it that we can hit, so bring your shit. Cause once again, it's on to the dawn with a flip of bird. My wig to the curb, so I swerve and roll out. To pick up the 666 thug and pop up the murder for robbing the dope house. Smoke up by the Maybach so high, not coming to slave with 4 grenades and a gauge. I'ma play with till I'm fall in the grave. Been late, feeling in me dry late. We spotted the place and quickly rolled up. Bulldozed to the living room, hopped out of the car and started to blow up. Fucking a kaboom, it blew all them bodies
right
off.
now we got an OG out the manor, off Homestead, Northside, OG Goo. Tell me where you from. Tell me how you got started.
He said the manor, but
Yeah.
a lot of people know me from the hole over off Mason Study Shop, but I did grow up in the manor from I was a little baby till I was about 15, and I started hanging out on Mesa Road back there in the hole, at, you know, the ASO clip, and that's really where I did all my dirt and coming up at back there.
Yeah.
But it ain't where you from, it's where you at to me, you know. Yeah, I grew up Homestead, Mesa Road, Tidwell, all that there.
Tell me about, you know, how it was coming up on Homestead back in the day, you know, what was it like in the streets? What was it like playing around, going to school, all that. The dirt that was, you know, that brought the Homestead, you know, just how it made it just like gutter area, you know?
Well, you know, me being Mexican, I used to get, I don't know if this ain't gonna incriminate me or nothing, huh?
No.
I used to get work for my people at a cheap price, and, you know, sell it in the streets at the street price. And that's how I really come up, you know. You know, this cost, I get it from my people at this price, sell it to these people at this price, and I'm in the middle, and that's how I really come up. And, you know, I was well known in the hood, so I started doing my little thing too with, you know, being a, and, you know, I feel a little funny answering these kind of questions. You know, being a rock star, selling weed, all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, whatever for a profit.
Yeah.
And I mean, back then it was a little bit easier, I think, because it was just a lot faster or something. I ain't gonna say faster, but just easier or whatever.
Yeah.
But you know.
Yeah. And this being SlabOGsTV, just tell me about like when you was like younger coming up, you know, what was your first memory of the slab? You know, maybe the first slab you seen,
first slab I seen.
When you and your crew just got together and was just like, man, when I get older, I'm on these sets of wheels, I'm on this car.
Well, me coming up, one guy comes to mind. He's from right here on Wayside, man. Named Byron Mack. Byron Mack. Every car that people can even think of putting together, this man done did it. He used to come through, we used to talk about him at school. I went to Smiley. I mean, he seen B-Mac this and B-Mac that. And when he came through with that hall one day, it was like a brandy wine hall with diamond tuck inside. So I said, oh yeah, that's definitely gonna be one of the cars I put together. And sure enough, me and my boy Bay, we had twin drops, twin hogs, and shit, it ended up being some little legendary street cars out here in the hood.
Yeah. And tell me, like, back in the early days, like, what type of cars y'all might have saw, because, you know, I know. Like,
in my early days, there was Cutlasses, Regals, Monte Carlos, even Blazers. Yeah, you know, I grew up in the era of the little mini trucks, but that didn't interest me at all. You know, my first car I put together was a Monte Carlo, 82 Monte Carlo, green, white insides, white tie with the 2 humps. You know, I'm from the era with the humps. 4-pack in the back, 6x9s, 215s in the trunk. I didn't have elbows then, I had 30s. We called them wheels and bows. That's what I was riding back then. And
so wheels and bows, I know that's an old term, you know, that's,
yeah,
so
that's
what year was
man.
this? What year was this?
And it was like the late 80s, early 90s. Yeah, late 80s, early 90s. And I didn't get my first set of elbows like think 92, I think 91 or 92. Something
How old
like
was
that.
you?
How was I?
Yeah.
Damn, I think I was 18.
18.
17, 18. Yeah, I was 18 years old, like 17, 18 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I know, like, you know, just from coming up from my area, you know, back then y'all was like, it wasn't no old, you know, not older people riding. It was really just kids.
Yeah.
Really riding, you know, 16, 17,
Yeah.
18. It was like a young man's game.
It was, and it ain't like it is now, man. You buy elbow, you go online and buy some elbows, and little Timmy from that works at Jack and Box can get some for Christmas.
Yeah.
But back then, man, you really just had to like have a footprint in the streets
Yeah.
to get elbows. You had to know somebody that knows somebody or whatever.
Yeah.
And it wasn't no joke back then, man. You really had to pack that thing
Yeah.
and just not be scared to ride. That's how me and Baby stood out.
Yeah.
Cause Mexicans were scared to ride elbows.
Yeah.
Hell, some black folks were scared too.
And now, you know, probably more Mexicans that ride.
And
now.
this slab, everybody got an elbow. I think I seen Asian on a set of elbows one time.
Yeah.
White boys, everybody. I mean, the culture just expanding now. You know what I'm saying? So, and I was just talking to one of my partners, and I was like, man, who would ever think these damn elbows would be sticking out this long?
Yeah. Was y'all thinking that like back then?
We never
like,
thought about that.
Like, was y'all just like, man, I'm just trying to fix up this car for the hood, you know, slide around, go to the clubs.
I never fixed the car up for the hood or nobody else. I fixed it for me, my way, and to make me feel good.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, man. You hit that boulevard on some candy, man. Everybody's
Breaking necks.
yeah. It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they give you the respect because of how you put yourself out there in the streets. You know.
Okay. And so tell me about, you know, you and Baby got these two legendary cars in the city that, you know, I've seen just coming up since a baby, you know. So
Yeah.
just tell me about how it was putting them cars together.
Man.
How both of y'all put them cars together.
Well, I got my haul back in like 95 or 96. But I didn't put it together till like maybe 2000 because I had to go sit down for a little while. Came home, Baby had a DeVille that was candy blue on disc. And he said, man, nah, get you something new. He convinced me to get something new. I got an STS, painted it candy blue, and put elbows on it. And he was like, man, help me get rid of these discs. Put some elbows. We come up. He had the DeVille, I had the STS. Then I got rid of my STS. We got rid of both them cars. Hey, man, I'm finna put this haul together, bro. Because there really ain't no old schools out here.
Yeah.
Because around late 90s or early 2000s.
Yeah, so talk about that, because, you know,
Yeah, they really want old schools.
it was old schools, and then I don't know when, but it switched to like, okay, we're gonna get newer cars and
Yeah.
put them on these wheels.
Yeah, everybody was getting like up-to-date cars, like, you know, the late 99 Cadillacs or Buicks or whatever. And I said, man, I'm finna put my drop together, man, because there really ain't no old schools out there. And he was like, well, help me find one. We'll do it together. I said, man. And he ended up finding a Delta, but he didn't want no Delta. He wanted a Hog. And he sold a Delta to D.D. Mac out of City Gas. That's when it became green. And found a Hog. Mine came out maybe like a year before Baby. And then he came out later. And man, shit, we did roll. Really, mine got painted, and I had a new top, and my insides were fair. And I was so excited. It was, the summer had just hit.
Yeah.
I said, man, you know what, man? I'm finna ride.
Yeah.
Even though I ain't had my insides done,
Yeah.
but they were fair.
Yeah.
The top was new, but my inside was just factory. But I like, you know, but me, you know, I know me, I want to do the whole car. I mean, I was just so excited when it came out the paint shop. And it was around this time, around June, I said, fuck me, I'm finna boat up and I'm gonna ride.
Yeah.
I just threw some regular music in it for that song we rode. And I think, baby, when by the time I threw I unbolted my car, then I threw it in the interior shop for the wintertime. Baby came out.
Yeah.
And at the paint shop, and he said, man, fuck it, I'm finna throw mine in the interior shop with you.
Yeah.
They were both in the interior shop. Everything got redone. Everything. We ain't go no bullshit leather. We had real authentic leather. I spent like almost $5 on my inside. Baby did the same thing. We thought about some little chrome parts that we made. They're really regular factory, the color of the inside. They're like, man, this is metal, bro. I thought I'm gonna go get this dipped in chrome.
Yeah.
Like the little things around the windows. You know, certain little things stand out like that.
Yeah.
And now you see that on other cars.
Yeah.
Like the more up to date hogs that came out.
Yeah.
You be like the 3-piece grill. Damn, I wish my car was out. The 3-piece grill, we went to Mr. Clark and got that done to fit the car.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they'll take a CC grill, cut it, and weld it to the hog, to the hood. No, we didn't do that. They sized it up. I say, babe, man, there's a piece on the bottom, like under the license plate.
Yeah.
He said, man, it sure live. I said, man, I'm getting a whole 3-piece grill all the way to the bottom. Barry pushed his out a little bit more than I did because I wanted that chrome license plate. He didn't have a license plate in the front.
Yeah.
Man, everything that I did or he did, we did it together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything. From, we both went to Condre and got our music done. I ain't gonna lie, I spent some more on my music. Cause I wanted something. I wanted that thunder. I wanted the rock. Baby is more of the pretty look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Me, I might pull out the garage and don't even watch my shit and just take off.
Yeah.
Baby, he ain't gonna hit the streets until he detail it. I mean, we, you know, two different dudes.
Yeah.
But they're both, everything was the same. And it's just crazy how they just became so popular.
Yeah.
Like people on the south side that we didn't even know.
Yeah.
Well, we're running to them in the club. They're like, hey man, y'all the mess with them hoes, huh? We're like, yeah. You know.
Yeah. Tell me
We
how
just
that
say,
fame felt, you know, just
Man, it was just
riding
crazy,
on the wheels.
man.
Everybody in the
Yeah.
city really knew who y'all was.
Yeah, and then it really, I guess, cause us being Mexican and the cars that we put together, and cause we went from bumper to bumper on these cars, man. Like I said, man, we're gonna half step on these, cause this, for one thing, this is my keeper.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sell mine.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna get passed down to my son, which he's ready to drive it. Barry saw his, but from what I heard, he regrets selling it. But you know,
he sold it like not too long ago.
maybe about a year ago, maybe a little bit over a year ago.
Yeah.
And now that car, the most disrespectful thing, he got painted red.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he sold it to a dude on the south.
Yeah.
And but it is what it is. And
And tell me about how the whole blue line started. You know, I know.
it started with
Baka Blue.
started with Baka when he passed away.
Yeah.
After he passed away, cause we already rode. Everybody rode together.
Yeah.
Like we didn't like hook up and ride or hey, let's meet up here. We just
So was it a collective thing? Like, hey, we all gonna paint y'all cars blue,
Nah.
so we finna all paint this blue.
it wasn't even like that.
Yeah.
Me and Baby was blue before Baka.
Yeah.
Baka cars really were red.
Yeah.
And but that's how he bought them.
Yeah.
But he painted them blue.
Yeah.
Because I think he had another old school painted blue or purple. I forgot what it was. But and it just so happened when we started riding, it just some reason out of nowhere 10 was always blue. And Shannon,
two men, 10
was always blue. He had a shorty Saber that was blue. But then Baka painted his cars blue, and it seemed that it all just linked together.
Yeah.
We didn't mean for it to happen, but like me and Barry will ride out. I say, man, where you at? We just ride out. We'll run into Baka at like I think Maxwell's was crunk at the time. Max's on Gessner and out that way, Gessner and West Time.
Yeah.
We'll run into each other. Be like, hey, you know. And man, from then on, we just go everywhere. Carol's, everywhere. BC with the wagon, running into fish and doing all that old crazy shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just that's how it was, man.
And
Well,
you pull out, he pull out.
yeah, I pull out, he pull out, and it's just how it was.
Yeah.
And everything was like friendly.
Yeah.
You know, fish knew what it was. You know, you wasn't no beef or no south side, north side beef, nothing like that. It was just like, you know, friendly competition, I guess you would say.
You know, when they talk about it in the music, you know, the whole Swisher House, I know y'all was kind of putting y'all cars together during this time, and it was like, okay, red, south side, blue, north side, you know, it's a beef. So y'all really wasn't experiencing that beef. That was just the music.
we knew it.
Yeah.
Because we knew it, but we never just rode to the south like that. Me and Bay did it.
Yeah.
You know, we try to stay away from drama. And, you know, we don't go looking for it,
Yeah.
something like that. But yeah, we knew about it. But we didn't we didn't, like how you say, we didn't took part of it or none of that.
So tell me about like how it was, how dangerous it was just to ride on these wheels. This was still before Texas wild wheels, so
Man, it was dangerous, dog. You had to keep that thing on.
yeah,
Had to. I'm talking about on your lap.
yeah,
And me being Mexican, like one of my old school partners told me when I bought my first set of elbows, he said, man, don't do it, dude. But they're gonna try you.
yeah. Cause you Mexican, they're gonna try you.
I said, man, they can try me all they want. You know what I'm saying? I said, he like, man, they're gonna test you. I said, bro, they can test me all they want. I got the answers for them.
Yeah,
But I'd been followed before.
yeah,
And, you know, I hit a corner or two and I jump out with the pistol showing in the hand,
yeah,
you know, ready for whatever.
yeah,
But then nobody never really ran up on me. You know, thank God.
yeah,
But we was always click. We was always deep. Like, the only time you really got to worry about it is like when you dropping your partners off
yeah,
and you headed home.
yeah.
That's the only time you really got to worry. Because you by yourself then.
So y'all was hearing about the jacket and stuff.
Yeah, we were hearing about the jacket.
Yeah,
But, you know, back then, that's when Rosewood was really out there.
yeah,
And we was cool with a lot of these cats from Rosewood.
Yeah.
So, I think, matter of fact, even one time, we was at one of my spots, and me and my other partner, we went to go get something to eat, and one of my other partner's cars was sitting out front. It was like a little weed house. We saw weed out of it. And he had a little saver on the elbows. It was, I think, that when that marble was in style.
yeah,
It was marble blue, and he was on wheels. And we jumped in my car to go get something to eat right here down the street on Mason.
yeah,
And I think it was a little Alvin or I don't know who went over or Yogi. One of them went over to get some weed. We weren't there to get none for them to buy none, but they left a message on the car.
yeah,
They were like Rosewood out of that division. I said if we weren't cool, y'all slipping.
Damn, so they left y'all a note.
They left me a note. They left us a note. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, man, look at this shit. And if we weren't cool, he probably would have took it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And because they get by loans and everything.
Yeah,
But yeah, we was cool with these cats. So, but I done bought some elbows from them. I bought some elbows. See, I bought like 2 sets of elbows out the manor. From Stupid 10. I bought my fifth wheel from Stupid 10. And I bought another set of elbows. The other cats were out the manor. I bought a set of elbows from this female out of Lakewood one time.
was females riding back then?
Nah, her dude got locked up.
Oh, okay.
So I guess he told her to start selling shit.
Yeah.
And I tried to buy the whole car, but she didn't want to send me the whole car. So I just bought the wheel.
And how much was y'all buying these wheels?
And I ain't
for
pay
back
no more than like $1,500 for elbows back then.
1,500?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I always hear, they was $10,000.
That's for the spiders.
Oh, okay.
The what we call them threes.
Yeah,
But I guess we always roll. It's vice versa. On the south, the spiders call fours.
yeah,
Over here, we call the spiders threes.
yeah,
And I really didn't see that much of a difference.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I spent no more than 15, maybe like 15 or 20. But, see, really, when you're in the streets, man, a motherfucker might say, man, give me 2,000 for these. I said, bro, I got 1,200.
Yeah,
I said, man, come on, go at least give me 15.
Yeah.
Like, come on, 15.
yeah,
You know, and now these wheels are so high, but you gotta actually buy them from like a person, like a
Yeah.
company or whatever.
Back then, you couldn't just buy them.
Yeah, you just couldn't buy them. You had to know somebody.
Know somebody who had them or
Who had 'em.
who was finna go to
Then
jail.
you gotta go strapped to go buy them.
Mhm.
You don't know, they might want to pull something on you. You know what I'm saying? But they doing that now too, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you just gotta be careful. But most of the time, your name in the streets will be like, man, if Goo can get these or whatever. I like, oh, okay, he cool.
yeah,
Do the little translation. And I done sat on elbows for a long time before, man.
yeah,
Just I go put them up, chain them up. See, back then, if motherfuckers know you got a set of elbows and they know you just got them in your house, man, they'll try to break in your house to get them.
yeah.
Back then.
Yeah.
Now,
Any of that happen?
huh?
People getting their cars break. I mean, their houses get
Yeah.
running their house.
Man, back in, I think it was 98, I got locked up. And I had to go turn myself, they came and picked me up from the house. And to go turn myself in. And it was some federal shit. And I had a spot in Riverwood.
Yeah,
In Riverwood. And I was living over there with me and my girl living over there. The youngsters seen the laws picking me up. The undercover came by, picked me up. My wife said bye. They picked me up on a Friday, took me downtown, interviewed me, all kinds of shit on some other shit. Brought me back home on that Friday. He said, we'll be back Monday to pick you up and process you.
Yeah.
I said, all right, man. He said, unless you want to go now. I said, nah, let me handle my affairs. I see y'all Monday. They picked me up Monday. They see me getting picked up, going to jail. My wife hit me, I think, Wednesday. She came and saw me. She said, guess what happened? I said, what? Man, they done broke in the house. I said, what? I said, yeah, they went. I said, man, either two things. They think I had some work in there, money, or the wheels. I moved the wheels.
Yeah.
I took them to my mama's house.
Yeah.
And the work, I got rid of everything. And I gave my wife money, and she put in the bank, whatever. Paid lawyers, all that shit there. But yeah, man, they'll break in your house, man. They know they got a set of wheels.
Yeah.
Shit, one time, baby was like, he was finna go to Mexico with his family.
Yeah.
He didn't want to leave his wheels in the hole. Man, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes be your own people that you grow with. You know what I'm saying? They don't necessarily gonna ride them, but they know they can sell them.
Yeah.
And he like, hey man, I had by then I had another house in the manor. He said, hey man, let me bring you my wheels, man. I said, well, I go to Mexico. I said, well, why you don't live in your house? I don't, man, ain't nobody gonna be there, man. I don't trust the hood. I said, I will bring him over here. Put him in my house in the manor. Went to Mexico with his family, came back, picked him up, went back home. You know, that's how important. That's how savagely it was back then.
Couldn't even trust your own people.
You know, they couldn't even trust your own people.
Yeah.
But like now, man, just elbows are everywhere.
Yeah.
People really ain't stealing them no more or
Yeah.
jacking for them. I mean, you still hear this and that, cause I mean, you still got motherfuckers that are broke. You know what I'm saying? But like actually just stealing, cause man, you have to really watch out for motherfuckers breaking you.
Yeah.
Back then. Now it's really none of that.
Tell me about, just where the spots y'all was pulling up to, and how it felt pulling up in
one of the
car.
coldest spots was Cornbread.
Cornbread. And what was this at?
On the southwest.
Southwest.
I don't know what's the name of that exit. West Park, I think.
Yeah.
Is it West Park? Yeah, West Park and I think Chimney Rock.
Yeah.
Man, it was like an after hour. It was a pool hall, but it's an after hour.
Yeah.
Bro, you come. You pull up in that parking lot. It was so crunk. At one point, they started charging for cars to come in the parking lot.
Yeah.
That's how crunk it was.
And I heard about this. People go. There'll be a car full of people, but they'll be in the trunk and in the back.
Yeah. Yeah, because they were charging at first just per car.
Yeah.
And then they started charging for people.
Yeah.
Like $10 a person.
Yeah.
Inside, before you even get to the parking lot, there were two entrances. And they were like looking, and I mean, it's $10 a person or whatever they were charging.
Yeah.
And then at first they were just charging the car, but then they started charging people. Cause man, it was like a big ass party out there, man.
Yeah.
And man, you pull up with
I
your
can
slab.
imagine y'all wasn't even going inside.
We weren't going inside. Yeah, it was after hours.
Yeah.
Man, it was so fucking crunk, man. Cornbread was off the hook.
Yeah.
Women was everywhere.
Yeah.
And back then, women really was interested in your cars.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's still the same now, but back then, women were really like, oh, look at that, look at that. Oh, that's a pretty car. Let me take a picture on your car.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't gonna lie, man. My wife used to hate when I put cars together.
Yeah.
She knows the attention that it brings.
Yeah.
I done been riding with my wife, and gals actually be trying.
Yeah.
And my wife be like, God damn, these hoes disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
I said, man, that's the ones I really, that's the ones I ignore.
Yeah.
You know, because they see the car. That's all they see. Yeah. Cornbread, Carol's is legendary.
Yeah.
I know you done heard of Carol's. Yeah, Carol's is about 30 years, maybe even more strong.
Yeah.
Carol's, Cornbread, every motherfucking club, Chocolate Town, what else? Oasis on the southwest. The one that used to be a pool hall, 8-ball pool hall on 45 and Parking.
Yeah.
Stuff like places like that.
Yeah.
But one of the most crunkiest was Cornbread and of course Carol's.
Yeah. Tell me about the Kappa.
Man, something I missed. Man.
Yeah.
Boys used to, I had to stand up. Boys used to get their cars ready for the Kappa, man. Like, I gotta get Kappa ready. From, I think back then Kappa was like, in April or something. From January, man, boys start trying to get their cars ready.
Yeah.
And man, it ain't nothing like hitting that cap in a slab, but ain't nothing like hitting it in the drop top, man.
Yeah.
That seawall coming down Broadway and then hit that seawall in the drop. Beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Tell me something about the Kappa stories, you know, if you got any.
I do, man, but yeah, man.
Yeah.
I don't know my wife gonna see this.
Yeah.
But she done heard stories too, man.
Yeah.
I'm just, man, it was out there, man.
Yeah.
It was like one of the fun Freaknik in Galveston, man.
Yeah.
It was just fun, man.
Yeah.
You leave Houston with your car spotless.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna leave Galveston, come back to Houston, fingerprints everywhere.
Yeah.
Hoes just want to take pictures. I don't mean to call them hoes, but they just gonna take pictures of him, man. It was wild, man.
Yeah.
It was wild. I know one story. This is when I had my STS.
Mm-hmm.
It was me and Bay DeVille was in the shop at the time. So we jumped in the STS, we were down there, and then we ran into D.D. Mack from City Gas. He had a blue Fleetwood, and we started riding. We ran together.
Yeah.
Man, we pull up in this parking lot. These little guys just came out of nowhere, man, and just jumped on us,
Yeah.
taking pictures. So I lifted one of the one that jumped on me. I was in the driver's seat. I was in my car. He
Yeah.
jumped on me, and I lifted her shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I sent some pictures to my partner in the county.
Yeah.
Man, it's just a small world. Her, I don't know if it was a baby dad or boyfriend at the time. He was in the tank with my partner. He said, "Oh man, look what my partner sent me." We looking at the pictures. He looked at them and threw it.
That's my girl.
And he didn't say nothing there. He like threw it, and he went back to the little bunk. My partner like, "Man, hey, what's wrong with you?" I said, "Was the free world fucking with you?" He like, "Yeah." He didn't want to say nothing at first.
Yeah.
Then later on he said, "Say man, that was my little bitch, man.
Yeah.
That your partner was fucking with her." I said, "Which one?" He give me the picture. And he just started laughing. He said, "Oh man, for real?" He said, "Oh man." He just started laughing and laughing. My partner told me that when he got out. He said, "Man," he said, "Yeah, that was his gal, isn't it? That was his gal, man." I said, "Well, she was acting like she ain't had no dude."
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah. They tried to bring it back. You know, they had it last year. Last year was crunk. This year, I think they had like a couple trouble with the police and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah, they had the the police was ready.
they was
all on
ready
the
like
news.
that back then.
Huh? It was nothing like that.
Yeah.
It started getting bad in the mid 2000, like a little bit after, like the last cap I went to. What year was it? My car was still blue at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was starting to get bad. You could see
Yeah.
Galveston, like they would shut all the businesses down,
Yeah.
nowhere to eat. Laws were just fucking. They were just patrolling. They were like making sure everything good, but like now they fuck with you.
Yeah.
They pull you over your wheels long. Back then it wasn't nothing like that, man.
Yeah. Because they didn't really understand it, probably, right?
Back then they didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't. And then I think, of course, little violence broke out, and I think that's when they really started tripping.
Yeah.
And we don't want y'all down here no more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I miss it, man. Kappa was real nice, man. It was for sure. April, man, make sure your shit right.
Yeah.
We hitting this highway.
Yeah.
Leave on a Friday, come back Sunday.
And I know your car was gold. Your car was blue originally, and then you painted it gold. Just what made you want to do that? Just
Hey, one more story about Kappa.
yeah.
One more story. I had started working, and I think the job that I had to go in half a day on a Saturday.
Yeah.
I'd be off maybe by 10 or 11. I think by 12, no later 12. So everybody was leaving.
Yeah.
I said, "I'll catch up with y'all." My partner named Dean just out of Lakewood. He like, "I'm gonna ride with you. Go. I'm gonna stay behind to ride with you."
Yeah.
I said, "That's a bit." We get on 45. We smoking, top down, banging. Man, we get pulled over by highway patrol. I said, "Oh shit, they gonna log in behind us." My partner, he throws the weed out the window because he's still back there. Man, we pulled over, man. We kind of a little nervous, but I knew it wasn't gonna smell like weed because we got the top down. Man, don't you know this lawman walked up on us. He goes, I'm thinking he's gonna ask me for my license insurance. Man, what year is this car? I said, what? What year is this car? I look at my partner, I said, "This is a 76 Eldorado." Man, this is badass, man. man, do you got hydraulics on? He started naming shit. You got hydraulics on there? Does your trunk go up and down? I said, I don't got no hydraulics on, but my trunk goes up and down. It's called pop trunk.
Yeah.
Hey, can you do it for me, man? So I can take pictures. Man, he pulled out a camera, the roll-up camera.
Yeah.
He took pictures of the car. He said, man, can I take a picture with your car? I'm snapping the law, man. He pulled us over to see the car.
Yeah.
Not to fuck with us.
Yeah.
Man, we were so nervous. I like, God damn. I popped the trunk on him. I think my trunk said Mexican Stun at the time.
Yeah.
And he like take a picture. He like, I said, man, this is crazy, man. We done threw our little weed out and everything, man. And he said, hey, man, y'all be careful, man. I been seeing your cars up and down, man. And I just wanted to see one up close.
Yeah.
But it was like a whole bunch of y'all. I didn't want to mess with them because there was a whole bunch of y'all. And you by yourself.
Yeah.
I said, oh yeah, man, it's just a culture, you know, from Houston. And, you know, that's how we fix up our cars. Yeah. Man, this is real nice, man. I love it. It's beautiful. And I mean, y'all be safe. Let us go, man.
Yeah. That's great.
What was the other question?
I was just asking about your car was originally blue. What made you want to go gold?
All my cars, man, I was put together with blue except my Monte Carlo was green. The baby lag, the STS, all of them were blue. The Hog was blue. I got like almost $6,000 worth of music in the trunk from Cornbread. Oh, that's everybody knows me from the music.
Yeah.
Because that motherfucker used to bang. So it cracked my quarter panels on both sides of them, not just one side, and that lets you know how hard it hit.
Yeah.
And my car ain't plastic; it's metal.
Yeah.
So the quarter panel were flapping like ears, man, like elephant ears. You can't spot paint candy. You gotta paint the whole car.
Yeah.
I always liked it one of these loud colors, like a burnt orange or a gold. I'm spending $4,000 on a paint job. Then, now paint is higher now. I like, fuck man, why not switch up, man? Everybody really kind of like going their own way now. At that time, people was going their different way.
Yeah.
Me and my boy Bay, we had fell out, so, you know. And I said, well, this is one way they could tell our car apart or whatever. And they really like park boxes cars in the country somewhere. Shannon parked his car. BC, he'll pull out every now and then. He basically parked it too.
Yeah.
And you could tell everybody was doing their grown thing, like you know, take care of their family, whatever. So I said, man, what fuck, man? I'm gonna paint my shit candy gold.
Yeah.
I really should have stayed with the blue because I really don't even like the gold now.
Yeah.
And yeah, candy gold, man. But I'm recently gonna get ready to start riding it again.
Yeah.
I'm upon a buck to make a home. He talking about it. It made me feel so old. Over 40 line, he called it. So we thinking about pulling back out, baby. Got him a drop ribbon. So it's going from shop to shop right now. Mechanic shop. Got, you know how they say, turn your car on.
Yeah.
You got an old school turn your car on.
Yeah.
At least once a week. Cause I had to put a new fuel pump, rebuild the carburetor.
How long you had it?
Put together or just all together? I bought the car in '95,
Dang.
but it got parked. I had to buy another hog.
Yeah.
I bought a hardtop to take parts off of it, like the hood and shit like that,
Yeah.
and certain little emblem. And then, but I ain't put it together till like I want to say 2001.
Yeah.
That's when I put it together. And cause I got locked up in '96, and got out. Like I say, baby convinced me to get something new.
Yeah.
That's when I got the STS. And while I'm in jail, the only thing I think about, I'm put this house together.
Yeah.
I'm put this drop together. I'm talking about I used to go to sleep thinking about it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You know, I'm gonna paint it blue, yada yada yada. The butter insides, everything.
Yeah.
But shit, I didn't. My boy Beck convinced me to get something new, but it was all good. I still ended up doing it.
And then, my goal with this is just to touch the youth that's out there right now. So, you got any thoughts on just the slab scene today?
Man,
Just from seeing how it blown up from social media. Just what y'all
slab
was doing.
means slow, loud, and banging.
Yeah.
Y'all slow these cars down, man.
Yeah.
Before you see, they already talking about banning them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want that, man. This is the culture.
Yeah.
You know, man. Slow, loud, and banging. You know, all that motor shit. If y'all hitting the highway, we don't do the cat. Well, I think the cat will come back around. Yeah, test it out on 45. Test it out on, what's that, 290 going to the relays on the freeway. But not on no Homestead, not on no MLK, not on no OST at McGregor Park. that ain't where you test your motor at.
Yeah.
Man, just creep, slow, loud, and banging. If you got airbags, hit your airbags. And man, just like back then, a lot of us were players, man.
Yeah.
These kids now, they just move too fast, man.
And then like when I go out and I, go to the slab scene and stuff like that, it don't be no females around there. That's the part that be killing me.
That's what I was saying back then. Females really was like into your car.
Yeah.
They actually knew. They like, oh, because back then they used to tell me, shit, that slab costs damn nearly just as much as a foreign. You know what I'm saying? And so they knew the value of putting a car together.
Yeah.
They knew this and knew that. But now it attracts more dudes than anything. Yeah. You get more I'm gonna say dig riders. You get more male dig riders than females.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's really a lot different. The game done changed a lot, man.
Yeah.
There's some young cats that are still doing it like we used to do back in the day.
Any of the cars that you just seen from the young cats just nowadays,
Man, I don't know his name, but he had a Fontaine, got that gold Fleetwood.
okay, yeah.
It's a 4-door gold 90 Fleetwood with bags, long wheels. That's a bad motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
When I seen that, I said, oh yeah, that bitch that bad.
Yeah.
Who else? I don't actually know their names, and it's kind of crazy because they know me.
Yeah.
Because when I do run across, they be like, "What's up, OG?" And in the sense, it makes me feel old.
Yeah.
But in the sense, it's respect. You know what I'm saying? As long as they don't come to school.
Yeah. I know. You probably feel proud about it.
Yeah.
You kind of, you influence.
Oh no, they done told my daughter.
Yeah.
My daughter said, "Man, I done ran into this boy." I said, "Hey man, you Goo's daughter, ain't you?" He like, "Yeah." I said, "Man, I remember your daddy used to come through with that slab and yada yada yada." I said, and my daughter be like, "Oh Lord." I said, "Yeah, your daddy famous in the streets, girl."
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I recently pulled it out for her. She had a 90s party.
Yeah.
She wanted me to pull it out. I just pulled it out and parked it. All her little friends took pictures of it.
Yeah.
Took pictures on it, in it, or whatever. But yeah. I think when we pulled back out, this little over 40 line, whatever they want to call it. I ain't gonna lie. Today I went to go get my mufflers done. New muffler, new catalyst converter, all that. To quieten it down, it just been sitting up. It felt good riding in it, man.
Yeah.
It felt good. Turn up the music.
Yeah.
I wasn't on no wheels or nothing, but it just felt good. And then people like,
throwing up dudes.
yeah, one dude pull up on me if I want to sell it. Like, nah, it's that attention. You know what I'm saying?
And one thing about, just the blue line specific, just all y'all that came up on Homestead with the blue cars, y'all still all got y'all cars. They're all
still here, man.
Yeah.
BC with the wagon is still put up. He got some long wheels on. They got G12s on it.
Yeah.
Shannon still got his car just put up. Both of the pocket cars just put up in the country. The only one that really got rid of it was Baby.
Yeah.
Tim still got the Fleetwood.
Yeah.
He said he was just up here, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he still got the Fleetwood. Baby was the only one that got rid of it.
Yeah.
And I really think he got rid of it because me and him fell out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he told one of my other partners, man, I shouldn't have sold it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah.
And my last question, you got any message to the youth, upcoming slab riders?
Again, like I say, man, just slow it down, man.
Yeah.
Let's keep the culture going, man. Slow, loud, and bang. That's what slab means, man. Fix your car to however you want it. Not to impress nobody else. However you want it. Put your mark on it. Put what you think is cool in the trunk. And man, just creep, man.
Yeah.
Keep it player.
Yeah. Make your car memorable.
Make it car memorable. Like we didn't even think.
Yeah.
Like my boy that passed away, Keith.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year it just came up on the memory on Facebook. He's like one of the ones that really respect OG. He shows love. He put up on Facebook. He said, "Man, y'all learn y'all history."
Yeah.
I said, "This is a legendary slab on the stead."
Yeah.
And he put it up when it was blue.
Yeah.
Well, he put it up too when it was blue. It was blue on the bottom and gold on top.
Yeah.
But this is a legendary slab, man. Shout out to my boy OG Goo.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just make it memorable, man. Take pride in your ride.
Already. SlabOGsTV, OG Goo, off the stead. Y'all hit us up.
Y'all take it easy.